This is me meeting Noah Kagan. This is Noah Kagan. I've been wanting to meet him since 2015. So if you're not familiar with who Noah Kagan is, he is an 8-figure entrepreneur, been the first 50 employees of a few big companies like Facebook. I decided I wanted to meet him, and since I've been traveling the country, I figured might as well stop in Austin, Texas, where he lives, and see if I can actually meet him in person. If I did meet him, I wanted to ask him a question. If you watch his big YouTube channel, he asks a bunch of millionaires, billionaires, how they got rich. I wanted to flip it on him and ask him that question. So the problem was, how do I actually get him to say yes to meeting me? At first, I've been reaching out to him in various ways, and he was actually kind enough to respond on Instagram, and he surprisingly said, yeah, let's do it. Turns out my road trip around the country has been taking longer than expected, and I still hadn't reached Austin. So the problem with that is maybe he changed his mind. So as I got closer to Texas, I reached out again, and unfortunately his answer had now changed to a maybe. So as I got close to Austin, I reached out again, emphasizing it wouldn't take long and it would be very fulfilling, and he ultimately decided, okay, you can meet me. I'm hosting this panel for content creators. See if you can apply. I registered as an attendee, and yes, I made it happen. Now, the days leading up to this conference, I was hyped. It was the main thing I was thinking about in my free time, and I was like, how is this gonna go? Is he gonna like me? Am I gonna only be able to see him from afar as a panelist? Until the day of the conference, when probably the worst thing that could happen happened. All right, I've begun my drive to see Noah Kagan. My car, which has been working fine for months and is a really old car, 2008, stopped working on the road. All of a sudden, I pushed the gas pedal on the highway. It wouldn't go, and it slowed down and slowed down. I pulled over to the side of the road. It could have happened on any other day, like even a day later, I would have been happy, I'm fine with it. But it is what it is. I'm gonna try and still make this event somehow. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a tow truck to tow this to the nearest car mechanic store, and then I'm hoping I can get that done and still Uber to the event. I was just kind of waiting, scared inside my car as the cars nearby whiz by, just like concerned. I'm in a new state, new area, and it just sucks. I'm gonna have to pay probably $40, $50 tonight for Ubers and Lyfts to the Noah Kagan event, and then back home because I live out in the suburbs. So it sucks, but it's solvable. All of these things are solvable. I came outside to wait because it's getting so hot in the car without AC. It's actually much nicer and less scary outside. It's nice and light. The wind is hitting me really good. It's there's not that many cars on the road, so I'm feeling a little better now. The lift is on its way. That Lyft driver had some of the most interesting stories, telling me about how he bought a $400 car, lasted him a year, 2 years, and it worked perfectly, no problems. Anyhow, made it. Noah Kagan, finally gonna meet him, potentially. Now, after the panel was over and he did the Q&A with everyone, I was hoping to get a chance to ask my question and talk to him. And so, I was like, hopefully I can just, go up and talk to him. Like he's, obviously people are going to be approaching, but so I was like, this is my chance. I'll be respectful. I don't want to fanboy too much. And boom. I did it. I met Noah. I can't believe it. He's actually a really cool guy, very down to earth. So I have a question for him. Noah, your most popular videos are asking people how they made $1 million. I'm going to turn it on you. I'm going to ask you how you would recommend to my audience how to make their first $1 million.
Yeah, it's something I've thought about because I'm always asking others to a few things. One, $1 million is about $2,700 a day. So I think if you have a goal like this much time, this much money, and you know that's only $2,700 a day, it gives it easier to actually make that happen. Stay soon. So number one, have a goal. Number two, go be around someone who's already a millionaire and go work for them for free. So I got to work at Facebook, I got to work at Mint.com, and I got to be in an area where there's just a lot of really rich people. And so it made it easier for me to be like, well, they're already doing it, let me copy their playbook, and that's how you can get rich. So go be around someone. I'd say the last thing, which is actually counterintuitive, I made my first $1 million in day jobs. I made 65,000, Maine I made 100,000, then I started my own company, made 40,000, and that was over about a 10-year period. And from basically living on floors, living at my mom's house, living in my aunt's basement, and not spending a lot, I basically made my first $1 million around 30, like liquid, not like fake million, real million by 30, so about 10 years, basically just working, making a 50K to 100K, basic jobs, and not spending. And I think the big point is like, you'll end up making millions or beyond if that's your goal by doing the thing you actually really want to do. And I think that's where people get it twisted. They're like, I need to make a mill. It's like, no. You need to find the thing you really want to do, and ideally you can get paid for it. And you can find that. So for me, it was promoting products. So I made millions doing AdSumo because it was like, I like products, software products, I like deals, and I like promoting things. And I can get paid to do this. So I wish that for everyone out there is find the thing that you're not trying to make money on, and that'll end up turning into the way you can make a lot of money if that's your goal.